I'm Ravindra Jayapala, and my research is development of a cell transmission model for expressways using crowdsourced data. With the increase of demand for other alternate roads, demand for expressways will increase. With this increase of demand, traffic management methodologies are very important. The investment of traffic detector systems like traffic sensors is an expensive alternative. When considering crowdsourced data, it is a very useful and economical way of data collection for developing countries. The intervention of crowdsourced data has enabled new paths for collecting traffic data. Google travel time data uses as the crowdsourced data in this study. A simple method is proposed to monitor real-time traffic in expressways using cell transmission model. There are three main objectives in this study: development of a reliable system using basic principles of cell transmission model for efficient management of traffic in expressways for real-time control purposes; application of crowdsourced data mining as a reliable, economical, and consistent method of traffic data collection; detection of real-time traffic condition of an exact location in selected expressway section using Google traffic data. What is cell transmission model? The cell transmission model was first introduced by Carlos F. Deganso. In this approach, a road section is selected and divided into number of partitions called cells. The cell length can be varied. In a cell, homogeneous conditions are assumed. In the basic model, traffic variation of the selected section is observed using the variation of the number of vehicles in each cell with time. The variations are considered in constant time intervals. Here you can see the variation of traffic density represented along a selected road section with time using cell transmission model. Let's move on to the application of cell transmission model for this study. First, an expressway section was selected and divided into number of cells. In a cell, homogeneous conditions are assumed. In this study, variation of average speed in each cell was observed instead of traffic density to study the variation of traffic along the section. This is how the variation of speed along a selected section of a road uh, with time is represented using cell transmission model. Moving on, the travel time data of an origin and destination pair can be extracted from Google Maps using Google Distance Matrix API. Mtrada data mining platform uh, developed by University of Morocco can be used to collect speed data for a known number of segments. Mtrada platform uses the Google Distance Matrix API to collect the speed data. The origin and destination coordinates of each cell in the of the selected expressway were taken using Google Maps, and these coordinates were uploaded to Mtrada to collect speed data in each cell in 5 minutes intervals. This is the expressway section selected for this study. Athuragiri interchange and Kadol interchange of the outer circular expressway section was selected, and the total distance of the section is 5.5 kilometers. This is how the whole section is divided into cells. Um, these are the cells in the main lane, and these are the cells in the entrance and exit ramps. Initially, the road section is divided into 32 cells. The cells are defined according to the different locations of the expressway. For the cells in the ramps, 100 meters were used, and for curved section of the expressway sections and sections near interchanges, 200-meter cells were used, and for other sections of the expressway, 250 meters cells were used. Here is the data representation. For the representation of speed data values, spatiotemporal graphs were used. Time in 5 minutes intervals were represented in the horizontal direction, and expressway section for from Athuragiri interchange to Kadol interchange was represented in vertical direction. This color code was used to represent the speed values of each cell. It was identified that cell length at 100 meter uh, at ramps provided the same result as 200-meter cells. Uh, Therefore, cells at ramps were maintained at 200 meters. Here shows a significant speed of recorded. In this section from Kotalavalu to Kaduvela, the speed was dropped significantly. There is no such significant speed drop from Athurgiri to Kotalavalu. Using this, we can show that cell transfer model is able to capture changes in speed. To get further understanding about the speed variation of the whole section one at one 5-minute interval, the observations were taken from spatio-temporal graphs, mean speed values, speed uh, standard deviation of speed values, and maximum and minimum speed values. Moving on, the cell length uh, was varied to test the sensitivity of the model to cell length. The cell length of the ramps were doubled to 200 meters. After this change, the cell length in cells in the main lane also changed 200 meters to 400 meters and 250 meters to 500 meters. 200 and 250 meter cells were considered as normal cell lengths, and 400 and 450, 500 cells were considered as the double cell lengths. For comparison, data were collected for both the cell types. Here you can see the observations identified in comparing. There is a significant speed drop in cells from Kotalawala IC to Kadwell IC, as highlighted here. But the lowest speed recorded in normal cell length is 56.3 kilometers per hour, and the lowest speed recorded in double cell length is 66.4 kilometers per hour. And also there is a speed drop showing in the cell near Kadwell interchange in normal cells, but there is no such speed drop in double cells. For further comparison, standard deviations values of both the cell types were taken in each 5 minutes intervals. This table shows those values. The data shows that the standard deviation values for double cell lengths are significantly lower than the normal cell lengths. Using these observations, we can understand that higher variation in speed and finer fluctuations in speed can be observed using normal cell lengths. Because of these observations, 200 meters cells uh, were used to uh, main lane cells near curved section, near interchanges, and uh, at entrance and exit ramps, while the cell lengths of 250 meters were used for the other parts of the main lane in the expressway. Moving on. Um, the traffic flow was collected at Athurgiya interchange and Kotalaur interchange together with the data collected using Google Distance Metrics API. The number of vehicles were recorded in 5 minutes intervals. The highest traffic flow on both these sections in the northbound direction is during evening peak between 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. with the highest flow of 1,996 vehicles per hour. In this table, you can see the average speed of the expressway is between 80 to 85 kilometers per hour, but declines marginally to 70 to 75 kilometers per hour range during the peak period. However, the speed declines is not significant considering the expressway is operating at 50% capacity even during the peak period. But with the increase in vehicle flow, the speed drops would be more frequent and cell transmission would be more useful. One of the applications of cell transmission model is that it can be used it can be developed to use it as a web application that can provide real-time traffic monitoring purposes on expressways. However, the development of a web application is out of the scope of this study, but yeah, required technical aspects have been identified as part of this study. The speed data can be collected in real time through platforms such as Mtrada. The web application can have a conceptual interface like this. Uh, the selected whole section can be monitored in 5 minutes time interval or suitable time interval. If there is a some incident like accident or a vehicle breakdown occur in the place we in this place, we can see a significant speed drop, uh, and in the next time interval, if the incident is there for that much of time, uh, you will be able to see the propagation of the speed drop even to nearby cells. Necessary response can be dispatched to manage this condition as soon as the speed drop is noticed. And this slide shows how the operational level of the RAMs can be monitored using this application. If there is any congestion in RAMs, it can be easily identified. Finally, move on to the conclusion and recommendations. These are the selected cell lines for different sections of Expressway. A slight change of operation speed in a selected section can be identified using this model. With further studies, we can develop a web application for the practical use of monitoring traffic in real time. CTM together with web application might not be a pressing need at the moment, since flow of the expressway is only close to 50% of the capacity of the express. But the expected demand increase in expressways, such a tool would be useful for traffic management. Thank you.